Hi College Now and P-TECH instructors, welcome to fall 2019. We're very excited to start a new academic year, and I'm here today to just give you some updates and reminders about being a College Now instructor. So first thing, College Now instructors, P-TECH instructors, a reminder that your college course running at a high school must provide students with a college experience. And from my standpoint, I've taught college English for 23 years and I've taught College Now courses at high school sites. What that means for me is that first, there are visual confirmations for the student that they are in fact enrolled in a college course, and that some of those visuals are using D2L, making sure the syllabus is uploaded, making sure students see that you're logging into D2L, and if you plan to use it with them for any instruction or assignments that they have to submit there, that they know how to use it, they log in, they know how you're going to use it within the semester and how to navigate through it, that they see that the course syllabus is uploaded in D2L, and that all the grades for all the assignments in the course are also documented in D2L. So yes, high school instructors who become College Now or P-TECH instructors during your work day, please make sure that the grades are recorded in both your high school system and the college system. The college needs the documentation for the grades as much as your high school does. So please make sure that you're entering grades in both places. And please know that I am working on finding a way, an easier way to upload some kind of spreadsheet into D2L. Haven't been able to do that this summer, haven't had access to your high school systems, and so that's something I'm pursuing in the first couple of weeks of the course to make that easier for you. In the meantime, please just make sure that you're entering grades in both places. So those are the two requirements for D2L as an instructor. As a Front Range instructor teaching a Front Range course at your high school site, you are required to upload the syllabus into D2L and add all of those grade assignments in. That's true for campus and Front Range instructors as well. And we thank you for doing that for the college, for the students. And remember that we are very excited if you want to use D2L with students in any other ways, to require assignments there, to give quizzes, whatever you choose to do. And if that's something you're interested in, I want to remind you, I'm already logged into D2L. If I navigate here, if I'm inside one of my course shells, I can go to the home page where you first arrive. It's like the landing spot when you first log into D2L. Moving so slow. There is an announcement about D2L training that is being facilitated by Instructional Design. Here are some trainings going on this week. Here are some trainings going on next week. The week of the 12th, here's some training going on the 27th and the 29th, and you'll say, Beth, but those are all during the day, I can't attend. So please think about attending a WebEx session on Thursday, 8/15, August 15th, or Tuesday, the 27th. Those are in the evening, and will be all online in WebEx. So please register for D2L course. Of course, remember, when you're logged into D2L, there is a D2L instructional tutorial site that you can go to and read about how to use the D2L shells. But I'll say it again, Front Range instructors are required to upload the syllabus and to post all grades. So if you have questions about that, please let me know. All right, so college experience. Remember also that when you're teaching your college course this semester, that your job is to not only teach that course's content, but to also prepare the students for the next course in the sequence. If you're not sure what the next course in the sequence is, check the CCNS website. You'll have plenty of links, many links to that website. In the syllabus template that I've sent you, there's a copy of it also in the D2L shell that I manage for you. So I want to remind you, click on the waffle, BCC High School Programs Instructor site. This is where the professional development, the 3-week professional development program that I'm facilitating for you. It's starting today, August 5th. It's happening inside this course shell, and I'm not going to show you the PD stuff. You'll be able to navigate through that easily enough, but I want to remind you that there's a content page here under course materials. This is where in your D2L shell you'll upload your syllabus, and this is where I have many, many resources for you as a Front Range College Now instructor. And there's a link to that CCNS website there. The syllabus template is there, lots of other information, and in addition, lots of information about active learning strategies for your classroom. So lots of resources in that show. Other things you need to know, I'm going to run through a list very, very quickly. Don't forget that you should try to embed the Front Range Student Learning Committee student learning outcomes. There's already copy and pasted into the syllabus template I sent you an image of the 5 SLOs, and if you can try to embed those skills into your college assignments this semester. Remember that FRCC has many teaching initiatives, but I think 2 of the most popular and the ones that you'll hear about the most are being in touch with purposeful teaching and knowing what your teaching style is and making that come to life in the classroom, and also active learning. I would say the other one I didn't list here is related to the SLOs that I mentioned before. Don't forget that BCC has an instructional coach. Her name is Catlin Keenan. You can work with her in workshops that she offers. You'll get to meet her at the in-service meeting on Wednesday, August 14th. Her email is catlin.keenan@frontrange.edu, and you are compensated for the work you do with her, either in her workshops or any one-on-one work that you do with the BCC instructional coach. I already showed you the D2L trainings that are being offered this semester. Don't forget that D2L also has that tutorial page. If you go to tech support, D2L instructor tutorials is there. Disability support services. I have a document I want to bring up very quickly to remind you that this is the blurb, that's a paragraph that is in your syllabus to let students know how Front Range instructors handle or make accommodations for students who already have a 504 or IEP at the high school. These 5 items, if your student already has an accommodation for high school, you can provide these accommodations for your student in the class without sending students to campus. These do not require a campus meeting for an accommodation. So here are the 5. Time and a half on tests, reduced distraction testing location, test reader, preferential seating, or copies of class notes. So those you can accommodate just because the student already has a high school accommodation. If anything else is required, the student must make an appointment with Peggy Copeland, the DSS coordinator at Boulder County campus. DSS stands for Disability Support Services, and so they will have to come to campus, complete an intake meeting, and bring documentation of their disability in order for you to be allowed to accommodate in any other way than the 5 that I read for you up here. Okay, that's how it works. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer those questions or help you come up with ideas about how to make those accommodations if that's hard for you as an instructor. Student of concern forms. So we have a website that instructors on campus use to file forms when we have concerns about behavior in the classroom, academic dishonesty, or any mental health issues. And what we ask you to do instead of completing these forms is that you contact Jamie Bertrand or Rick DeVos. I would show you, I give contact information inside the D2L shell that I showed you before, but this thing is moving so slow, but it is under course materials on content. You can get all the contact information for all members of the College Now team. But back to what I was saying about student of concern, instead of using these forms here, we ask that you contact Jamie or Rick and the high school counselor and let them know what your concerns are. And let's start there. And if Jamie and Rick then need to pass it on to someone else on campus, after talking with the high school counselor, that's the way we will handle that. Instead of just filing the form here and then the student is contacted by someone at Front Range that they don't know and potentially doesn't even know that that student is in a College Now course. So please report to your high school counselor first. Please report to Jamie and Rick as well, and then if the student needs to come to campus, we will arrange that later. Okay, and I clicked the wrong thing. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. Course cancellation procedures. Whether you are a high school instructor becoming a College Now or P-TECH instructor during the day, or a Front Range instructor traveling to the high school, the College Now team needs to know when you are not showing up for class. So if you need to cancel class and you're a Front Range instructor driving out to a high school site, please contact me. My cell number is 570-236-5583. Text me as early as you know so that I can contact the high school to let them know that you will not be there. If you're a high school instructor and you are a College Now instructor during the day, just email us to let us know. You can email me at beth.wheeler@frontrange.edu. Let us know that our College Now students are not being instructed by the College Now instructor. So please report all course cancellations to us so we know what's going on with the courses, and we can support whatever you need to make sure that cancellation happens. And last but not least, a reminder that you will receive course evaluation packets from me probably at the beginning of November, and then you will be observed one time this academic year, either by your faculty lead, your department chair, or by me. Be looking for an email from someone to set up that observation. And last thing we need to talk about is that I have spent the summer developing a concurrent enrollment orientation. It's all online. We are working with a vendor called Innovative Educators. The orientation is almost done. They will have it ready for us on August 12th. So on August 12th, I'll be sending you some instructions and a link to the orientation. We ask that you please put it in your D2L shell on content and ask students to complete that orientation by the end of the first week. It's designed to help students to learn what it means to be a College Now student, and we also hope that as instructors you'll look through the orientation and learn a little bit about what College Now students do to become a College Now student and what that means for them. And a reminder again, please assign that orientation to students the first week of class. You'll receive it, saying this again, August 12th or 13th, and then you can copy that link into your D2L shell and make sure students complete that orientation. We're very excited about the orientation. High school select students, this is what we call students who are completing a Front Range course at a high school site. They have never received an orientation from the program, and so this is the first time that's happening, and we're really, really excited. We have another group of students we call Campus Select students, and they come to campus for an orientation the same way that other students attending Boulder County campus do. So they get a tour of the school, and they are talked to about being a college student and all of that. So all it means to be high school select is that Front Range course is being offered at the high school, and we're very excited to be able to offer this orientation to students so they understand what it means to be a concurrent enrollment student. They're a college student the same way any other college student is, but there are a few other things that they need to know about how their tuition is being paid and how do they work with their counselor and the advisors on campus and the College Now student support coordinators, and so they have a little bit more navigating to do to receive college services and support. And so thank you very much for helping students to understand that they are College Now students, that they are Front Range students, and that their status as students is the same as a campus student, but with a little extra navigation. So very excited about the orientation. If you have questions, please let me know. That is the end of my presentation, and I just want to remind you that we wish you a wonderful semester. Please contact us when you have any questions or concerns or need some support. We're happy to do that. And I guess I do have a few extra minutes, so I will show you very quickly where you can find all of the College Now team contact information. If you go to content in the BCC high school program, D2L shell that I manage, keep up to date for you, you'll notice I'm already on the page for the contact information, the table of contents, anything you need to find for support or information about being a College Now instructor is here. If you don't find it there or can't find it, please contact me. Here's all the information about how to contact me. Marty is the director of the high school program, and Rick and Jamie are the student support coordinators. Again, have a wonderful semester, and we look forward to hearing about all the good news you have related to your College Now courses. Thanks.